Hi everyone, this is Valerie from Sacred Owl. Today is a very special day for me because this is the first video that I'm making about crystal healing. I felt for a long time now that it was time for me to take it back to the roots and to just show you guys the foundation of things and how I got started and how you can help yourself to live a better life with crystals and other tools as well that I will show you. So here we go. I moved the camera because it was annoying me. Anyways, I brought these two books because I wanted to show you certain things. I do not get anything if you buy them. It's just for me to show you what I work with. I got this book because I love the photos in this book. There's certain books that I buy just for the photos, and there's certain books that I buy just for the read. And no, I do not read every day. I read what I need to read. I love to learn. It's just in my soul. And yeah, so this is just the book to give you an idea. This one, it was recommended to me by someone who did a reading for me in Denver, and then he said that I should look into it. It's very similar to Reiki, but it's not, and it's almost like a workbook. And yeah, so let's start. All right, so let's just focus on crystal healing and the 7 main chakras. There are more than 7, okay? Just to let you know, there's actually 108 energy centers in your body. There's also something that is called the meridians, that they pretty much transfer their energy to your organs. Like I said, this can get very weird very fast. There's many things that you should look into apart from this, but let's just focus on the main ones, okay? So you have 7 energy centers in your body. Chakra means wheel, okay? So they are turning in your body constantly. The lower it is, the bigger it is, and the slowest it is. And as it gets higher and up, the faster it is, the smaller they get, okay? So let's focus on the root chakra. So your root chakra, it is located at the base of your spine, and it is mostly activated between the ages of 1 and 7, okay? Between this time, you are mostly focused on the fact that you have to eat, if you have a stability, if you have a foundation, if you have a home, if you have a shelter. So this is why between those ages is the most important part of your creation, of your growth. So we jump into the sacral chakra, which is the next chakra that you have. It is between your sex organs. And this chakra is about anything that has to do with creativity, sexuality, desire, your fantasies. And this starts to develop, like I said, the guideline is every 7 years, but most people tend to feel it way early on. I was one of them. I think I started to notice something different when I was 7 years old. Okay, so first is 7 years, and then you become a teenager, which is 14 years. Some people just feel it way early on. It might be because you were exposed to that. It might be for the wrong reasons too. So just go back to it and think about, when did you start to feel funny down there? And it's not just about trying to have sex with someone or like sex fantasies, but when did you start to notice? And you will see. So the next one that we're going to be focusing on is between the heart chakra and the sacral chakra. It is called the solar plexus. And the solar plexus has to do with your self-esteem, your courage, your willpower, your leadership skills. Anything that has to do with your identity is your solar plexus. So you will start to notice that at this time is when you are finally getting that first real job, that you're feeling confident, you are starting to gain some leadership skills. So this is why. Okay, next one that we go to is the heart chakra. So your heart chakra has to do with relationships, emotions, how do you love others, how do you love yourself. So anything that has to do with your heart, your feelings. Each chakra belongs to an organ or several organs, okay? So maybe you might be feeling, let's say you have heart problems, right? Or there's an issue near your heart, it has to do with your heart chakra. So if you want to heal it energetically, right, you can go ahead and focus on that. If you want to heal the physical side of it, there's other things for it. It could be like acupuncture. If you start counting once again from your root chakra all the way to your heart chakra, you should be around 28 years old at this time. It is just a guideline, but just to give you an idea, ask yourself, where were you at this point in time? And ask yourself, how were your relationships? It could be a relationship with yourself. It could be a relationship with someone, with a job. This is the time when you start to almost question yourself, like, okay, should I allow this in my life? Should I allow this type of behavior? It's more about self-love and how you love others. So let me know. The throat chakra is the chakra between the third eye and the heart chakra, and it is actually one of my favorite ones. At this point in time, you should be around 35 years old if you start to go ahead and count, like I said before. And this chakra is associated with self-expression, how you communicate in your truth. This is the point in time where you just don't care what people say about you. You are who you are, and you are unstoppable. So this has to do with your throat chakra. All right, so the next one is going to be the third eye. And this is the most popular chakra out there. This is the one that everyone wants to get activated. It is associated with the pineal gland, intuition. It is associated with that gut feeling that you have that lets you know what is right from wrong, where you are in danger. This is the third eye, and it is the seeing eye. So it's the eye that lets you pretty much see through the bullshit.
A bullshit?
And I'm not just being funny, that this is what literally happens to you. You become more aware of your surroundings, and you just become awake. This is where they say, oh, I am awake, I am woke. That has to do with your third eye. And the last one in the main chakras is the crown chakra. It is the chakra that is associated with the universe, the source, enlightenment. This is when you start to really feel connected to everything, and you start to realize that we're all one. Okay, this is where you become very serious about your spiritual practice. You start to speak with your spirit guides, your higher self, your ancestors. And yeah, these are not the only chakras that you have in your body. There are chakras above the crown chakra, and there are chakras underneath the root chakra, and there are chakras all over your body as well. Okay, which are smaller chakras. You have chakras in your fingertips, in your toes, everywhere in your body. But for crystal healing, let's talk about the main ones, like I said, because if you didn't understand this, you wouldn't understand crystal healing. For me, in order to do crystal healing, I always recommend to become familiar with color theory, or the frequencies of the colors, because colors do affect our moods and our behaviors. And it is always good to make sure that when you are doing a session for yourself or for others, that you are putting the right stones on the person. There are times, even me as a buyer, as a crystal healer, let's just say, is that sometimes when I buy stones that I am not familiar with, I'm just brand new to them, and I want to bring that to you guys. There's times that I just forget the name of the stone, or there are times that it's like maybe they wrote it down and I can't understand the handwriting, but the color, I just know what it belongs to because of the color. All right, so now that you understand chakras, color theory, their frequencies, and now you feel that you're ready to do crystal healing, you can go ahead and pick only one crystal, to be honest, to start. You can start with clear quartz. The only reason why I always recommend clear quartz to begin with is because clear quartz, it has the highest vibration in the gem world. It is also programmable. It amplifies energy, and it magnifies the energy. So whatever intention you are trying to bring to yourself or for others, you can always use this. Okay, you might be wondering or asking yourself, or maybe you're not asking, is like, okay, but we just talked about the colors, don't you need to have the same colors? And it's like, yes, it is recommended, but if you don't have anything, or if you are on a budget, you should always go, if you don't have the stone that you need to work with, you should always rely on clear quartz, because it has the highest vibration in the gem world. It is also very popular, it is affordable, you can find it anywhere. Okay, so if you're listening to this, it means that you actually watched the whole entire video, so thank you for being such a fan. But please refer to the second part of the video. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.